Hi, I'm Stavros. Good afternoon and welcome to the MAN Truck and Bus Centre here in Dublin, in Ireland. I'm here today to show you all around the TGE van. So yeah, I'll be showing you all around the exterior first, then we'll hop inside and look at the interior features, and then we'll be taking both vans out for a test drive because one has the automatic gearbox and the other the manual gearbox. Okay, let's go, the TGE van. Okay, starting off with the exterior first. So you see there on the left we have the manual diesel engine and the automatic diesel engine. So TGE 3140 and TGE 3180. So 180 PS and 140 PS. Now we do have the chrome strip there above the grille, and we have halogen headlights. You can get these headlights in full LED, so that would be nice to get as an option. Now this particular example is fitted with driver assist package, so we do have front and rear parking distance sensors, and also on the side we have sensors. This is the sidewall monitoring, and also it doubles up for the lane departure warning system. So if there's anyone in your blind spot, it'll show up on the screen, or even if somebody is standing here in the yard and if you turn your wheel, it'll show up. You'll get a warning on the infotainment screen. But nice decals there on the side as well. The TGE. So yeah, 4-cylinder. Now this one has one turbo and this 180 has two turbos. So this one could be quite powerful. Oh, I'm just going to open up the side door here just to give you a look at the vans, the way they come in from the factory. Now all these vans get ply lined. I'll show you that shortly, what it looks like. So we just have the steel floor there and all the tie hooks. There's 10 of them dotted around the floor. Now you can get an option as well to have side rail mounting points as well, even on the roof, for lashing down your load. Okay, let's close it up. Now these vans are the 3.5 ton gross. You can also get them in 5 ton and 5.5 ton gross. Now it's important to point out as well that the 5.5 ton gross comes with the double wheels. Now next year you're going to have an option to have a super single wheel at the back, which will allow you to gross 5 ton, but that won't be available on the 5.5 ton, just the double wheel for the 5.5 ton version. And you see there as well we have the rear reversing camera, and you'll notice as well we have the full width rear step, and if I come over to this one we have the half step, and that's because of the tow hitch. So yeah, handy to have these as options. And this one also has the rear reversing camera and the MAN logo at the back. So yeah, we don't have any LED rear taillights on these vans. I'm just going to hop, oh yeah, let me just show you the back of this one. I just want to show you the ply lining. So yeah, now obviously you can get a full size pallet in between those arches. Obviously the double wheel one you'll be restricted, but you can get 4 pallets, they say, into this van, no problem. And it's 6'3" in height, so I can walk underneath here, no problem. Now you can get the super high one, which is about 5 inches higher, 4 to 5 inches higher, but this is the high van. And you can also get a low van as well, but not in long wheelbase version. This is the long wheelbase. You can only get the low cab in short wheelbase. Let me just quickly open up those back doors, because you can open them fully around. So let me just clip that around. Yeah, very easy to do. Get them fully around, and there are magnetic holders there at the side. And yeah, it's quite easy to climb up. I would definitely recommend getting that step, because if you're carrying a heavy box, it's good to be able to climb down and use that step rather than jumping from here down. But yeah, let's just climb inside. I just want to give you a look at the interior. I like this little hold area here on the side door, and we can lock our doors. We also have a separate locking switch for the cargo area in there as well, and our heated fully electrical mirrors as well, electric adjustment. And even down here, look, we've storage. And up here, now you can get these covers from MAN, very handy just to look after your seats. You can get one that covers over those 2 seats as well. Let me just pull this little lever or pull string there, and we do have cup holders there, and we can store our pens. And let me just pull that again and get it back up, and I'll show you underneath. You can have more storage in there. So now we do have the optional mats. I would rate you would definitely have to get them as well. And in at the back of that panel we have all our tools. Yeah, let's go through the infotainment screen. I'm just going to close the door because it's a bit noisy with the M50 beside us. So this is more or less what you'd see in the Volkswagen cars, the Golf, the Passat. The infotainment screen, we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, so you can mirror your phone up to this system. And if I just start it up, you see there we have remote locking as well. You see there, look, it shows up the lines, and if I just come in there closely, you'll see Tim outside just walking around, and it's picking him up. Even the white lines on the side, it will also pick him up just walking around. So I think that's a very good system. A lot of these vans, they do get damaged, you know, with people going into very tight areas, tight spots in around the cities. They do get damaged a lot. Down there as well, we do have the USB and auxiliary input positioned over there. Now, if you were to get the smaller infotainment screen here, you would have the USB connection located here, but here it's up there because this is a bigger 8-inch screen, but you'd have the smaller screen on the standard van. Yeah, we have a 6-speed gearbox here and the 8-speed in the automatic, and your glove box there as well. More storage up there, plenty of storage in front. I do like that. There is no vanity mirror, so you won't be checking out your good looks, or in my case, bad looks. But anyway, there's no vanity mirror for the passenger either. And then we have all the functions there on the steering wheel for your cruise control, and we do have you can set the limit for your speed, and we do have voice activation as well, voice control.
Pardon?
Hello. Anyway, that is available. So yeah, I think it's time to take it out on the road. Good brightness from those lights, I like that. Just adjust our seat, and as I showed you, we do have full adjustment on the steering wheel, which is very good. So in and out, up and down, so that's not too bad. Okay, the gate has opened for me into first gear and set off. So this is my first time ever driving the TGE van. So yeah, the van behind us is the 180 PS power, and as I said already, we're in the 140 PS in this particular example. Just tipping away up the road, but it's not too loud in the cabin in the TGE 3 140, but the gear change isn't too bad, and the steering is nice and light. It's electromechanical steering. But the gear stick is real close to hand, so I like the way that's positioned. And the cup holder here, yeah, you'd have no problem reaching for that. That's very good. But yeah, it's the suspension is good. Yeah, it feels good over those couple of little bumps there. But look, I mean, I drove vans for a number of years before I then went on to rigid trucks and then up to articulated trucks. But I mean, every van in a haulage company gets damaged. Why? Because you have so many drivers driving them, and a lot of them don't care what way they treat the van, and they all get numerous dents and a lot of abuse. These vans get. But this one here, you can gross 3.5 ton and up to 5.5 ton with the double wheel, as I said. But the comfort is not too bad there now over that bump. So yeah, it's not often I do a nighttime review, but it's turning into that. We're losing light. Yeah, so it is quite quiet. And we can lock our rear doors by that switch there. We can lock our rear doors, and we can turn off our parking sensors as well. Sometimes people like to turn them off, because if there's people walking in front or behind you, they start buzzing. But yeah, we have the option to turn them off. And we also have a CD player in here as well, with a media card slot. So if you do want this to show satellite navigation, you can get your media card and stick it in there in the glove box. So let's set off again. Now, of course, it would be nice to have a load on the van. Now you can see there the car, it actually sensed the car there to our right. So it shows up there in the rear view mirror that there's a car in your blind spot. So I do like that feature. But it's not that expensive to get these options. You know, the driver assist package with the folding electric heated mirrors and the side monitoring system and the front and rear sensors, it's €1,200 plus VAT. I don't think that's that bad. So if I was buying this van, I would definitely get that as an option. 100% I'd get it. So yeah, we're just going to swing left at the roundabout here, and I might just hop quickly into the automatic van and give that a drive and see what that's like on the road. Okay, so I now have switched around the vans. So now Tim is driving the 140 and I am here now in the twin turbo 180 TGE. So you can gross 3.5 ton in this van, as I said. And yeah, the auto box, look. Yeah, it changes gear smoothly. 8-speed gearbox, torque converter. It's not a DSG, in case you're wondering. Now you can get numerous different options for these vans. You can spend thousands doing them up. You can also get a leather covered steering wheel that is heated, but we don't have it in this example. Tim's van ahead of us would have a lot of extras on it, but yeah, I just decided to swap around the vans just to get a feel for the auto box. So I'll just stay on the left lane here. Or no, actually we're going right. I need to move over to this lane. Yeah, I kicked down quite quickly there. We're in 7th gear and we're only doing 60 kilometers. Now it's gone down into 6th. So yeah, we'll get it up to speed there now when we head out onto the dual carriageway. Now of course we can go up and down through this auto box manually. So if I flick the gear selector to my right, now you see there we're in M5, so manual 5th gear. So I could now stretch in 5th gear and the van is fully heated up. I can power it on a bit and see what the pull is like. And we're empty in this van as well, of course. Okay, let's just move out here. And I'm just gonna flick it up. Yeah, you see there, look, into 8th gear. And then flick it back down and we're into 5th. See that? So let's just power it on here a bit. And back down into 6th gear. So yeah, we're on a 100 kilometer stretch of road here, but we will be soon entering 80 kilometers. Now these vans of course are prone to crosswinds. You see, even when that bus was passing me there now, I felt a bit of pull with the wind turbulence. Small bit of pull there. So let's just get it out of manual mode now. Flick it back over to the left, and there we're in D7. So I'm just going to get back down to 80 kilometers. And we do have cruise control on this as well. And we do have the limiter as well. So So let's just flick it into manual mode again, and we can flick it down into 6th and into 5th, and we could drive in manual if we wish. So let's just flick it back into auto and relax. But it's yeah, quite a nice van, and the noise levels are pretty good as well. They're nice and low. Now we don't have the blind spot monitor here, so there is a car on my right there. Yeah, let me just but the wide angle mirror at the bottom is quite good. You'd see something in your blind spot there. But I would really like the auto box now. I just think it would make for far relaxed driving myself. I would definitely opt for it to have it. But of course, I mean, all these transport companies, it's all on their budget, you know. The person that's buying the van isn't necessarily driving the van, so they're obviously not going to spend as much money on the van. But just speak nicely to your boss and tell him, if you're getting a TGE van, get it with the auto box, and you'll have a far more relaxing drive. Okay, I'm just going to go around the bend here and just go nice and easy, and then I'm going to give it a bit of power when 3rd gear. Okay, foot to the floor. Yeah, she did kick down quite quickly there, so that's good. But yeah, I would definitely opt to have the auto gearbox. And that's where I'm going to wrap it up today from MAN Truck and Bus, driving the TGE MAN van. Quite a nice drive. I did like it. Sound levels are low, the comfort is good, the gear change in the manual is pretty nice too, and nicely laid out dashboard, and comfortable seats, and the armrest nicely done. But if you were to compare these two vans like for like, so we've got the 140 on the left, the 180 on the right, there's only a €1,000 price difference between the 180 and 140. You know, so it's not much to pay if you want the extra power on the twin turbo. And the starting off price for the 140, as you see it here, just standard, is €30,000 plus VAT, just over 30,000. But yeah, I quite like this van. And if you want the automatic gearbox, that's €1,300 plus VAT extra. So that's the one I go for. Tell your boss to buy one. Okay guys, I'm going to leave you all there. I do hope you enjoyed the video. From MAN Truck and Bus here in Dublin, I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. Take care guys. Cheers! Better say good afternoon now instead of good morning. Sidewall monitoring. Should I say sidewall monitoring? These are 3.5 ton gross. No, they're only 3, aren't they? If you're turning the wheel, it will show up on the